who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 16 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Wilcox completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Reeves. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Reeves throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and it's caught. Back to throw. Reeves toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, Wilcox. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Reeves. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Reeves out left to Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A handoff for Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Reeves. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilcox. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Wilcox. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. Complete. It's Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Reeves. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Reeves. This one left side caught by Gibson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Wilcox steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Wilcox. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And his throw here's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Reeves. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not...
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On third down, Wilcox. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. And he fires one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Reeves. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the lead will stay put at 17. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw on 2nd down. Wilcox. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Back to throw. Wilcox. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up running it at the 2. No gain there. It's going to sit out second and goal. Once again with Sanders. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Off play action. Wilcox forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That right there, career catch number 541. And that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Wilcox, and that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Wilcox. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Second down, back to Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On the draw, it's Gibson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on third down, Reeves. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Up the middle they go with Sanders. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilcox. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating.
On first down, Wilcox. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
Wilcox with the pass. Complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Wilcox. He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The 71 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once more, Gibson. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reeves. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's a give to Gibson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Wilcox. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Wilcox. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Wilcox over the middle here to Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wilcox. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. From the gun on 3rd down. Wilcox. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Results the 4th down.
They'll try and run for it as Sanders has it poked free. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Straight ahead, Gibson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And